Welcome to part 2 of the Ollie's Bargain Outlet Gadget Challenge. Last time Amy showed us how to steam some hot dogs in her gadget and it worked pretty good, but it also cost twice as much as this edible spoon maker. Now Amy laughed at me for buying this and I'm not so sure. I think this thing just might work. So today we're going to test it to see if it actually can work. It can be a lot of fun, right? So we're going to put it to the test. We're going to eat some ice cream and we're going to eat some beef stew using this thing. So join me as we put the edible spoon maker to the test. All right, before we get started here, let's look and see what the box says, right? Because we like to read boxes. So this is the edible spoon maker, right? You can make appetizers, fruit dessert, ice cream, fun snacks, right? And then, I don't know, looks like it comes with a little cutter to make your little spoons. So obviously this thing does some sort of baking. And on the back, they have some famous products used, right? Pillsbury, Grams, and Cinnabon, and all kinds of other crazy stuff. Or you can just make your own dough, right? They claim they got some recipes on the inside, so we'll see how that is, right? And now let's unbox this thing. So how hard can this be, right? Just flip that out, pop this open, pull this out. All right, we have a cookie cutter looking thing. We have instructions. So the actual maker itself, you open it up and voila. So it looks like a glorified waffle maker, if anything. So you just pour your dough in here and way to go, right? So we're gonna go ahead and clean this guy up and we'll get started. All right, we're gonna go ahead and plug this little guy in so he can kind of warm up, I suppose. I gotta take these prong protectors off. Plug it in right. So he's red and it'll take maybe a couple of minutes for him to warm up and it'll switch to green over here. So it's that simple. So we're just gonna go ahead and set him over here. Warning, keep it away from anything that can blow up or burn down with it next to it. So he's off the side. We're going to get our dough ready now. We're just using some store-bought stuff here, spoons that we're gonna be using for the gravy, right? So this is just biscuit dough. You can also make your own biscuit dough. I haven't eaten this stuff like this in a long time. So just pulled that off and it didn't open. Hey, there we go. So, yeah. Put a little. I'm gonna grab 2 biscuits worth here. So I think that should work, right? Let's just flour with my hands, right? Just knead those guys together. Out. Flour on here, right? Go on him. Should be this hard to make a spoon, right? All right, that looks good. Common sense. Let's see. Let's do a thing like this. And let's do a thing like that. Those little guys over there. Smells like biscuits here. Haven't really cooked anything yet. All right. So the answer is 2 biscuits seems to be enough to make 4 of these spoons. So I think it's almost time to have some fun with this maker, right? All right, the one thing I noticed is there's a little orange or amber light that's underneath this green side, and that came on just a moment ago. The red, of course, is filtered by the red, but the green not so much. So just keep that in mind that the green light won't turn a bright green versus bright red. The red just means you have power. The green means it's ready. It's pretty obvious, right? So green means go. So we're gonna go. So we're gonna pop it open. Lift this little latch. And let's go ahead. They warn that if you put too much dough in here, the lid might not shut. So just consider it. Or some baking sounds in here. Just close. So they say it can take somewhere between 4 and 6 minutes for this stuff to cook. You just want to pop it out when it's a golden brown and all that. So we'll definitely keep our eyes on the clock, right? Because that's what you do here. So we'll pull this out when it's ready. All right, it's been about 3, almost 4 minutes here, and we're gonna pop this open here. And you can see how this stuff has clearly changed colors on us. And we're supposed to use plastic or wood to get these things out, because these are a little flimsy. They can come out okay. I like these fish spatulas because they're kind of thin compared to normal spatulas, which are a little thicker and might push. These guys pry these guys out pretty good. So you can see I kind of made this stuff their regular sizes, but that's okay. All right, for fun times, part 1 here, we're gonna eat some dinty more stew here. It's beef stew. We'll use the small one. See if he doesn't break on us. Oops. I don't know if these are worthy here. So, stew tastes okay. My handle, I don't know if he's gonna handle beef. So, see if you can get a little helper here. So far, so good. Just that it seems like it takes 2 of these guys. The spoon on the right's breaking up, kind of worse than the 6mm man did. We can rebuild it. It'll be stronger, more powerful, and more tasty, and it won't cost $6 million. You knew that was coming. Maybe I would have put some butter on my biscuits. Maybe that would have gone down better. Okay, so now we're going with the bigger guy. We're gonna let gravity work for us here. All right, quick thoughts. They're interesting. They're not the strongest in the world. Didn't quite eat a whole meal with 2 of them. I could maybe finish it with the other 2. And they're fun. I mean, if you had kids, I think your kids probably have all kinds of fun with this stuff. So I rate the fun factor high. Practicability is kind of low. So that kind of might ruin me on the little challenge we got going here. But once again, this is only like $5-6. Amy's was twice that. So that means I only have to be half as practical to win this game, right? So let's go ahead and get some ice cream ready and some cookie dough so we can do part 2 of this part 2 challenge. All right, now for the cookie dough part here. We're gonna just go ahead and cut this bad boy open here. And I don't know, use part of this. Yeah, maybe half, who knows. Let's see, let's go. I will destroy you. Of course, now it's sticking everywhere. So, you know what that means? It's time for some flour. Yeehaw. So, hope I'm making my boo proud because I don't know what I'm doing. Stuff on me too. All right. All we need is, I don't know. I keep thinking that Miller Lite commercial from years ago. We need 1 pin, Rodney. Of course, he cutters. All I need is 4 spoons. It doesn't even have to look pretty. Just 4 spoons. Oh, this looks like I might do it on the first try. How's that? I think I can be creative here. Get the spoon thingy out here. So let's go here. Make sure you can see that. Pull him out. We'll do something like that. Can we get one over here? Maybe. All right. And then can we get a big old fat one over here? Now, can we get these without destroying them? Get our trusted fish spatula out here. That's good. I'll probably just go ahead and mash up the rest of these and make extras. So that way maybe when Amy comes home and she's hungry and parched and all the good stuff, I can say, Boo, I cooked you some cookies today. Although they're shaped as spoons, but what the heck, right? Should be fun. So let's clean this mess up and get ready for round 2. All right, getting ready to try this second try here thing. We have some cookies, right, or cookie dough at least. It's not holding up. Let's see here. Let's get the one for Amy's cookie out of the way first. Yeah, I don't think he's going to turn out too well. I know Amy's watching this video going, oh my God, my chances of winning this contest are like exponentially rising because Eric's goofing his up. So when y'all are voting, be lenient here, right? I don't know what I'm doing. Amy is a professional hot dog steamer, okay? So, just like golf, you give people handicaps based on how good or bad you are. Same thing here, okay? I don't know. I think he's sort of fit. So, he's extra thick. So, he's what I'm hoping is going to work good. I'm going to gently close this. And we'll see what happens. All right, it's been cooking for a little while. You can see how stuff's squished amongst itself, the way it kind of warned us a little. Doesn't look like it's done here. So I think we're almost ready to have some fun here. All right, I think I'm ready to take the second set out here. One of the problems with cookies is a lot of times you got to take them out, a little bit before they're done so they can finish cooking on their own while they cool, or else they might come out, rock hard. Although technically I do want these to be rock hard because if they don't come out rock hard, I don't want them being chewy because I'll never eat my ice cream. So, but I think I did that with the first ones. These ones here, I'm not sure how they're going to turn out here. They look better than the first batch, but you can see how soft that is. But I'm afraid they're going to burn if I leave them in much longer, and then that's going to really impact the flavor. So Well, let's go ahead and try this old school way like we did the first batch, right? Got 2 of them out. All right. Time to have a party. Yeehaw. All right, now that I've wrecked the kitchen, I think I've had plenty of fun doing that. It's time for part 2 of this test, right? We're eating some ice cream. Well, actually, it's not really ice cream. It's called frozen dairy dessert because apparently we can't call things ice cream anymore. Probably because it doesn't have enough milk fat in it or something. So I'm just going to call it ice cream because I'm old school and it looks like ice cream and it tastes like ice cream. So I'm going to go with my thicker one. Now, disclaimer. I didn't tenderize this mechanically with a fork, nor did I run it through a microwave oven to soften it a little bit. No siree, I would not do that, right? Yeah, it doesn't look like I did that. So without further ado, I'm going to use the thicker one here and see if it works, right? Hopefully he can dig in. Ooh, ah! Now look at that. That looks like a hunk to me. All right. Now my mouth's all frozen. So it looks to me like this can do what it claims it can do. So, based on my scorecard here, which I'll share with you, category looks, it is what it claims to be, it works, fun, and overall. It gets a score of A. It is. It is what it claims to be. It makes spoons. They're edible. Well, I gotta try the cookies because I haven't tried to eat one of those yet. It works. Yes, it gets an A, right? It either works or it doesn't work. Fun. Yes, as long as you don't need medical assistance. Bottom line, it's an appliance. It's not a toy. It looks like a toy. You can burn yourself. You can burn yourself many ways. You don't want to do that, so be careful. Supervise your kids if you're letting them play with it or cook with it. But seriously, be safe. Overall, if it gets an A. If it doesn't work, it's your fault. What that means is it does its job. So if you're making cookie dough that's all flimsy and stuff, well, it's simple. Freeze your dough after you cut it, right? Cut your pieces, throw it into the freezer, let it harden, then throw it in there. That way it goes straight from a hard phase to soft and back to hard, all in the cooker, right? If you leave your cookie dough out too long, it gets soft, or you make it too thin. Well, you got to know how to cook, right? In this case, even in this thing, it's got rules. So bottom line was, I may have gone a little too thin with the biscuits, but I also probably didn't let the biscuits set up long enough to get a little hard. You have to understand, it's got to be edible, but it has to be useful too, right? And all these things have leaveners in them. You know, whether it's baking soda, baking powder, whatever they put in there. So they are going to rise, so you can't make it super thick when you put it in there. But on the other hand, it does have to harden a little bit. So pull it out, let it sit for maybe a minute or two, and then try eating with them. So let's try one of these guys and see if I can actually eat it without breaking a tooth. Tastes like a cookie, crunchy like a cookie. So I give it an A. So hopefully when Amy comes home and I give her one of these things, hopefully she'll go, "Thank you, Boo, that was so thoughtful of you." And I'll be like, "Sure, dear, I was thinking about you all day." So hopefully that'll be the result I get. So anyways, we will have some sort of voting thing up on Amy's Facebook group. I don't know if she's going to get it working on her website or not, but if she does, by all means go there too and vote. We certainly appreciate it. And what this little contest is just for fun, really. It's just she wasted some money on her thing, I wasted some money on my thing, and you guys get to decide who got the better deal, right? So 12 bucks to steam some hot dogs, and it worked, and it was easy to use. It's not dishwasher safe, so you have to hand wash it. This thing isn't dishwasher safe either. You have to hand wash it too. And the plates don't come out. You have to kind of wipe it. But they were non-stick for the most part, except for the cookies. The cookies needed some help getting out. So who knows? Maybe I needed to put some non-stick spray in there. So who knows? So I hope you enjoyed this and had a good time, because I had fun too, right? So, but anyways, definitely look for the voting thingy, and that should be up soon. And then you can vote, and then maybe on What's Up Wednesday or something. I'm not sure, but Amy will definitely announce the winners. If you like this video, give us a comment and a like, and subscribe. And go to our website. Amy's new website is www.amylearnstocook.com, and she's done a lot of work to get all the recipes up. So if you've ever watched any of our videos and want to know where the recipes are, go out to it, and you can print them and stuff, right? So she put a lot of work into that. So we certainly appreciate if you can go out there and take a look. She has a Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/AmyLearnsToCook. Hope you go out there, join it. Lots of stuff going on. We're on Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook. And we're on Instagram at Cookin' with Amy.